Good day. We're going to present to you the Step 7 on research methodology.
Processing data. In this chapter, you will learn about methods for processing data in quantitative studies, how to edit data and prepare data for coding, how to code data, how to code qualitative data in quantitative studies, methods for processing data in qualitative studies, analyzing data in qualitative and quantitative studies, the role of computers in data analysis, and the role of statistics in research. If you were actually doing a research study, you would by now have reached a stage where you have either extracted or collected the required information. The next step is what to do with this information. How do you find the answers to your research questions? How do you make sense of the information collected? How do you prove or disapprove your hypothesis if you had one? How should the information be analyzed to achieve the objectives of your study? To answer these questions, you need to subject your data to a number of procedures that constitute the core of data processing. Steps in data processing. First one is the qualitative and quantitative raw data. Second is the editing. Third is the coding. And fourth is the analysis. Part 1. Data processing and quantitative studies. Editing. Process of cleaning. Irrespective of the method of data collection, the information collected is called raw data or simply data. The first step in processing your data is to ensure that the data is clean, that is free from its inconsistencies and incompleteness. This process of cleaning is called editing. Editing consists of scrutinizing the complete research instrument to identify and minimize as far as possible errors, incompleteness, misclassification, and gaps in the information obtained from the respondents. Sometimes, even the best investigators can forget to ask a question, forget to record a response, wrongly classify a response, write only half a response, and write illegibly. These problems, to a great extent, can be reduced simply by checking the content for completeness and checking the responses for internal consistency. The way check the contents for completeness depends on the way the data has been collected. If the data has been collected by means of interviews or questionnaires containing some identifying questions, it is possible to visit or phone the respondent to confirm or ascertain the answers. There are two ways of editing the data. Number one is examine all the answers to the questions or variable at a time. Number two is examine all the responses given to all questions by one respondent at a time. The author prefers the second method as it provides a total picture of the responses, which also helps you to assess their internal consistency. Coding. Steps on coding qualitative and quantitative data. Step 1. Developing a code book. Step 2. Pre-testing the code book. Step 3. Coding the data. Step 4. Verifying the coded data.